And we're back for part 3. I don't know. And we're back. At least I'm back. About a week's worth of flu, and I can tell that it's been a while since I've done any video work because I feel like I get a little tongue-tied a little too easily. So this is ridiculous. So I'm just going to get to it here and get going with this. As you saw, I pulled the vehicle back into the shop. I almost did my typical thing where I do all the diag and the fixing, all that kind of stuff, and then a customer comes, gets the car and drives off with it without showing the fix, the finish. So that's what I'm doing here right now. Anyways, let me get this camera turned back around here. You all remember we got 2 ECMs up there. Yeah, you're seeing 3 now, but in part 1, if you recall, we had a throttle body that was actually an aftermarket throttle body. Honestly, it was over here on bank 1 side, and this one that's there was over on bank 2. But anyways, we determined that the aftermarket throttle valve just didn't jive with either one of the ECMs. It had issues, kept drawing up codes, different codes, randomly codes different between ECM1 and ECM2. The other way around, ECM1, ECM2? No, ECM1, ECM2. Anyways, so since then, we resolved that. Got another another OEM throttle valve from a salvage yard, and now it resolved that issue. But if you recall, in part 2, we were also fighting with the P1579 code, and after some lengthy diag, we determined that it was actually a PCM, or see, I'm already doing it, ECM that was the problem. So, if you recall the issue that we had, I'm going to go ahead and get this dongle plugged in here. But the issue that we had is that anytime you went to look at the ADP, or as far as the adaptive for the throttle body, to see if it was working or able to adjust and sync up with the other side, we always kept getting an error code for it. By swapping the ECMs around, we took note how it kind of changed banks because it followed the PCM. See, I'm doing it again, ECM, and steer it down here. We'll need that on. Anyways, so we kind of come to the conclusion that we need a new ECM, so that's where we're at. Let me get this guy connected and hooked up here. Let's see if you're in view here too. Yeah, kind of. Well, here's what I'll do. I'll screen record so that way you can follow along. But start this thing. There's recording. So here's the thing. I have since then, we've got a new ECM in there, got it cloned, had difficulty trying to do it on the bench for the bench mode. Had issues with it. I don't know if it was because of the topped on the one of the cables that would normally be used From what I'm gathering from Hawk and Light is that it didn't think it was the proper cable for it, so we had issues. Yes, and I did call Hawk in for some help, and just due to the fact because I was having problems trying to get it to connect myself, and figured he knows his stuff really well. So, anyways, I made an appointment with him, and we got it done. We had to go a different style. We actually had to put it in the vehicle and then he had to use his tooling to go through the top Don to get everything to work. But at the end of the day, we got it to work. And I'm just going to go ahead and just do a quick high speed. Because if you recall, the last several times you would see, well, there you go, that ECM 1 would always end up popping up a code right away. Then here's ECM 2. There you go. Green light. I'll go ahead and let it finish just so that we all can see it. But since then, the ECM, having the new one in there, the engine runs a lot better. And obviously no more codes. He does still have some other things to do to the engine. And he had asked me, point out some things. He's more capable to do a lot of the repair work himself, which sounds like he kind of wants to do it that way. It was just dealing with this constant issues with the throttle valve problems was something that he just needed some help to get past it. And then from there, you'll be able to get it all figured out. But, well, you can see, so, I mean, the only code still left in the thing is, the AC and some other things. So here, let's just open this guy up. I forgot I am screen recording, so I'll pop it up so you all can see it. That's not what I wanted. Let's start. Okay, cancel out that. I don't know what the heck was going on there. Let's do a recorder real quick. And all I want to do is just pull up the full list. It'll do it. Give it a moment. Yeah, and I was fighting a bit of a flu over the whole week, so I'm feeling a little out of it yet. I'm trying to figure out what happened to our report here. Where's it at? Well, screw it. We'll just do this. So, tire pressure monitoring. We don't even know what's up with that. Okay. You can see all the different kinds of codes here. Nothing pertaining to the actual, the last two here. Nothing pertaining to anything with the drivetrain. So, let's just pop into ECM 1 because this is what I want to basically kind of show you guys. And if you recall, we had to go into basic settings. And let's see if I can remember offhand. Well, let's just do a read by list. Remember, we'll pull it up. Throttle body alignment right here. And this was the big key right here. ADP is okay. That was the problem, that we could not get it to work, come out as ADP okay. Bank 2, the ECM 2, had no problems. It would easily say that. You can do the adjustment, alignment, whatever, and it works just fine. But for whatever reason, ECM 1 would not do it at all. So there we go. Let's back out of this completely. I don't know if there's anything else I really need to kind of show you all. Other than I do have some pictures, a little bit of a video. I started trying to do a video, and then of course the SD card was full, so it shut the cameras off. And I couldn't screen record in the fear that it may interfere with cloning the ECM, so couldn't really do that either. Yeah, so I'm not sure. I really don't think there's anything else really kind of show. I guess I could start the vehicle for you. but you did see it start running, pull back up here into the shop. There's no more lights on the dash. I mean, obviously, there's no issues with the engine anymore. So, pretty straightforward, I think. This would be the shortest of the actual part of the series, I guess you might call it. There really is not that much more to show. It's just that I needed to get this bit just to kind of complete what happened, basically. So, in a nutshell, the ECM was the fix, plain simple. Wrong throttle body, bad ECM. And the rest, as far as the issues, some of the things he's got going on, I'm just going to turn it to the customer. Actually, I'll make a list for him, and I'll leave it to him to, pick and choose what he wants to do and wants me to do things. There is still that piece on that intake that, I'm pretty sure once the thing gets on the road and see some higher RPMs, that's going to be a conflict. So I'll remind him of that, but he already said that he would do the intake. So I think from here, there's not much more I can do. So appreciate you all watching, follow along. Sorry this part 3 might seem a little odd. But the fact is that I remembered to get it. I got a long list of videos that I've done and never got the fix or videoed the actual fix. So I didn't want to make the same mistake on this one, especially as much was going into this. I think everyone would actually appreciate that a little bit more. So anyways, thanks again for following along, and we'll catch you on the next one. Take care. I got the doors open today. Still get all sorts of kind of noises. Maybe. I don't know. This microphone works pretty good, so I don't know if it'll pick everything up, but I'm going to stop this and start over because we may use this for bloopage. Is that a word? Bloopage? We'll use it.